Gravel Throat Reviews here. Is your heavy music collection getting stale? I got you. Today I have a list of 5 new amazing heavy albums from across 5 different heavy genres, including death metal, doom, black metal, neo-crust, and industrial hardcore. Let's get into the list right now. All right, number 1 is Contusion from Washington, D.C. and New Jersey with the album Insatiable Lust for Death. Insatiable Lust for Death was released on July 25th, 2025. The album features the band's debut single, Subjugation, and brings a non-stop hammering of old-school death metal, crusty death metal, and chaotic feedback. The band's core members Chris Moore and Mark Bronzino have previously worked together on notable bands like Repulsion, Iron Regan, and Mammoth Grinder. This is contemporary caveman metal, not too flashy, heavy, but not so heavy that it compromises groove. The songwriting is really solid, so the relationship between the guitars and drums are utterly interlocked. I love the driving sections that make me want to explode into a circle. Contusion has been super active in the last 2 years, both in Europe and the US. This is a band to keep your eye on. Insatiable Lust for Death is one of the best death metal albums of the year, in my opinion. Shout out to Contusion. All right, number 2 is Faytooth from Los Angeles with the album Labyrinth. Labyrinth is the second full-length album from the Los Angeles-based trio Faytooth, following their 2002 debut Remnants of the Vessel. The album, which is out on the Flenser label, explores themes of grief, memory, and emotional complexity, presenting a sound that they describe as fairy doom, which combines elements of doom, metal, sludge, and shoegaze. I love the chunky tones and the dreamy ethereal passages that bloom between walls of guitars. The soft and haunting vocals provide beauty, while the contrasting harsh black metal style vocals provide a sense of urgent danger and gloom. I saw Faytooth a few weeks ago on their tour with Slow Crush, and their set was tight and it was cold. The album Labyrinth is their most ambitious and well-produced body of work yet, and I look forward to seeing them when they come around again, possibly on a headlining tour. That would be nice. Shout out to Faytooth. All right, number 3 is Agriculture with the Spiritual Sound. Agriculture is another outstanding Los Angeles-based band on the Flenser label. Their new album, The Spiritual Sound, is a blend of various musical styles, including death metal, noise, hardcore, math rock, and even folk, all under the label of ecstatic black metal. There are interesting riffs and beautiful, uplifting chord progressions that take influences from bands like Deaf Heaven and Liturgy. There are occasional spoken word passages that pop up and float through the mix, like on the track Flea. The vocals are very dynamic. They use everything from a soft whisper to the harshest screech. The softer moments of reflection really stand out and create a flowing river of emotion throughout the runtime. This is an exciting project, and I just know they will continue to progress as a band and deliver highly compelling material in the future as well. I think my favorite songs on the album are Micah and Dan's Love Song, the former being a sick new neo-crust banger, and the latter being the quintessential tender homage that pulls the heartstrings. Shout out to Agriculture and the Flenser. Go check out this new album, The Spiritual Sound. This is for fans of, again, Deaf Heaven and Liturgy. I have tickets to see them in Seattle with Knoll Grind coming up, and I'm super hyped on that, so I'll see you guys at the show. Go check out Agriculture. Number 4 is Lagrimas from Los Angeles with the EP I'm Not Strong Enough for This. This new EP from Lagrimas is a modern look at politics and the current police state in the US through the lens of the suffering. The track list is short and concise, with 5 songs running only 11 minutes in length. There are tear-jerking chord progressions that seem deeply dejected but somehow uplifting. There are elements of screamo, post-metal, and some black metal style tremolos that create dynamic range. The vocals are pained and wretched, but often with layers from multiple band members. There are some samples that provide depth to the depressing narrative. I love this EP. Check it out if you are in the mood for some heart-wrenching melodic crust punk from some LA rockers. Big shout out to Lagrimas. This is for fans of Martyrdod, Moro, and Svalbard. Big shout out to Lagrimas. Number 5 is King Yosef from Portland, Oregon, with the album Spire of Fear. Spire of Fear marks a dark and cinematic evolution from Portland-based artist King Yosef, released on August 15th, 2025. The record fuses industrial hardcore aggression with eerie, atmospheric textures, creating a sound that's both brutal and hauntingly immersive. The opener, Molting Fear, sets the tone with pounding mechanical drums and a suffocating sense of tension, pulling the listener deep into its bleak emotional core. Power. A collaboration with Holy Fawn and Glimmer brings a fragile shimmer of light to this album's otherwise oppressive landscape, offering a brief moment of reflection before plunging back into the chaos. Across the record, recurring motifs of decay, anxiety, and self-confrontation drive the experience forward. Some of the tracks are very danceable while maintaining a pulverizing intensity. I saw King Yosef open for Converge a while back, and it was a great experience. Go check out the new album, Spire of Fear, and big shout out to King Yosef out of Portland, Oregon. All right, there you have it. It's 5 new amazing heavy albums to check out and enjoy. Visit each of these amazing artists on YouTube, Bandcamp, and Instagram. Buy some merch if you can, and spread the word about these fantastic artists. I appreciate your time today, and I hope everyone's doing well. Leave a comment and a like if you can. It helps a lot. Gravel Throat Reviews. Peace.